One more week has passed by in what stands to be recognized as the longest year in mankind's history. A great part of the world stays in lockdown to stop the spread of the coronavirus, while world economies become stale and float close enough for a potential sadness. Not everything that goes on is about the infection, as there are a few appalling and not all that ghastly occasions that happened this previous week. Obviously, the infection touches on most reports nowadays. However, life goes on, somehow, as a pandemic proceeds, and the world watches. 5. Large companies in USA. The United States government has of late passed a COVID-19 boost bundle, which included $349 billion in financing for independent venture credits. The cash was intended to enable private ventures to keep paying their workers while keeping the bills under control. However, in under about 14 days, the program was out of cash as of Thursday a week ago. By Monday, it turned out to be clear how this occurred, and it wasn't the consequence of a plenty of private companies. It worked out that some lodging and cafe networks applied for cash and got it, leaving numerous entrepreneurs with nothing. A portion of the organizations that took cash from the program included Shake Shack, Potbelly, and Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, and another auxiliary of Ruth's Hospitality Group. That organization took $20 million from the store, while Shake Shack figured out how to get half so much. Since the news came out that huge organizations, some of which are traded on an open market, depleted the reserve dry, they have given their credits back. Shake Shack did so very quickly, and after consistent deferring strategies. Congress is at long last set to pass enactment to help the store buy an extra $310 billion to guarantee the cash gets to the organizations that really need it. 4. COVID-19 in cats. There's as yet not a great deal thought about the idea of COVID-19 and precisely where it began. However, it is known to be a zoonotic infection, which implies it can bounce from creatures to people and the other way around. It likely originated from pangolins in a Wuhan nourishment showcase. However, it diverts out it can bounce from a human host to a pet feline, as was affirmed in 2 separate cases in New York City on Wednesday. The 2 cases are the primary known pets in the United States to test positive for COVID-19. However, they had gentle respiratory sicknesses and are relied upon to recuperate. The main feline to be tried was analyzed by a veterinarian after it started indicating signs of a gentle respiratory contamination. None of the individuals in the house were affirmed to be transporters, so it's obscure how the feline interacted with the infection. The subsequent feline tried positive over the city. However, an alternate feline in a similar family unit stays uninfected. The new finding doesn't infer that felines can transmit the infection to people once they've gotten tainted, as that would be a worry, seeing as felines spin out of control through numerous pieces of Nike and might be vectors for the ailment. 3. Oil price. Monday was a notable day in the realm of oil exchanging, as the cost for a barrel of rough dropped to $0, and afterward proceeded with its descending tumble to $37.63 a barrel. That is the most reduced cost for unrefined petroleum since the NYMEX opened up oil prospects for exchanging 1983. The drop came about because of a monstrous sellout, which came as clients stopped purchasing oil for absence of any place to put it. Capacity areas have totally filled everywhere throughout the world as an ever-increasing number of individuals stop action because of social removing and remain-at-home requests because of the spread of COVID-19. A week ago's arrangement to cut oil creation by 9.7 million barrels for every day in May and June may have been the most profound slice the association at any point consented to. However, it was only a drop in the barrel contrasted with absolute creation. The move didn't help oil fates exchanging by any stretch of the imagination, as the requirement for vitality has kept on diving. President Trump requested the Strategic Petroleum Reserve to put as much as 75 million barrels into the stores themselves in the desire for fixing the exchanging deficiency. With the expense of barrels in the negative, purchasers would be paid to get conveyance from the producers rather than the opposite way around. 2. Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un, the pioneer of the Democratic People's Republic of North Korea, is supposed to be gravely sick. However, data about the pioneer's well-being and status have for quite some time been grouped at above top-secret levels for the generally clandestine country. News, or rather, the absence of news encompassing the maverick country's pioneer started spreading after it was accounted for that he experienced an undefined cardiovascular technique on April 12. He missed a yearly festival of his granddad, the dad of the DPRK, which offered assent to the conviction that something may have turned out badly in the pioneer's consideration. On Tuesday, as bits of gossip about his condition kept on spreading on the web, President Trump remarked about the circumstance. "All things considered, these are reports that came out, and we don't have the foggiest idea. We don't have a clue. I've had an excellent relationship with him. I wish him well. In such a case that he is in the sort of condition that the reports state that is an intense condition. In the event that another person were in this position, we would have been, at the present time, at war with North Korea. What's more, we're not at war. Furthermore, we're no place near war with North Korea." 1. Iran military satellite. On Wednesday, Iran propelled its first military satellite, which U.S. Space Command affirmed at 4:03 p.m. with a tweet. The 18th Space Control Squadron tweeted that it was following two items, NUR-01, the satellite, and the rocket body that brought it into a steady circle. Iran didn't remain close-lipped regarding its prosperity with Iranian state TV, revealing that Iran's first military satellite, Noor, was propelled today from focal Iran in two phases. The dispatch was fruitful, and the satellite arrived at Circle. The satellite was set 264 miles over the Earth's surface, as indicated by the Revolutionary Guard, which was answerable for propelling the two-phase satellite from Iran's central desert. Around a similar time, updates on the dispatch started getting out and about on the web. U.S. President Trump tweeted that he requested the U.S. Navy to kill and obliterate all Iranian gunboats in the event that they irritate our boats adrift. It's muddled if the two occurrences are connected, however strains between the two countries have been on the ascent generally. Iran's gunboats routinely bother U.S. vessels in worldwide waters off the shoreline of Iran.